Welcome everyone back to the Reacts channel. Today, myself, Josh, Harry, and Ethan are going to be looking at some creative Halloween costumes that people took to the next level. Obviously, Halloween's coming up. I feel like everyone's going as Squid Game characters.
Yeah.
I've said this. I think actually you're going to find no one is because everyone thinks someone else is going to go as Squid Game. So you might actually be right.
I think that's only Londoners though. Only Londoners have that type of mentality. Of like, oh, if everyone's gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it.
What about if you just go as a squid?
I've got a squid costume actually.
I've got a lobster one. Should I go as a lobster?
Well, let's choose one from this video.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Run it up.
Halloween brings an opportunity for creative expression through unique costumes. While some choose to stick with the basic witch or ghost idea, others take their attire
man
to
makes
a
me feel like I
whole
need a
new
whiskey.
level. Get ready to be inspired by some of the most elaborate, well-planned costumes ever created.
Costumes. I'm excited. Here we go. This guy's really
Show
got me
us
in the
some
mood for it.
At
bangers.
first glance, you might consider calling the cops to help
that's
this
decent.
poor man.
Oh, that is
Taking
sick.
I like them
That is
ones.
really
I do
decent.
like those
He's
ones.
just
Wait,
a
how-
very creative person with some time on
How's
his
he
hands.
turn
So the
the
legs,
head?
the legs aren't his.
Now, how does he turn the head
Controlled
though?
by the man's
Oh,
lever
what?
really pushes the
Look
limits
at the head
on
of the
this
back.
hostage situation costume.
Oh,
he's
he's
got
got a-
string. Look, he's
Holy
pulling the string.
guacamole.
That's sick.
This avocado needs a
Oh,
little
no,
extra
that's
time to
stinker.
ripen.
Nah, that's all right.
Exactly.
Is that a fat
Oh, I
baby?
get.
Clever way
Oh no, no, it's a
Oh,
baby.
Oh, look, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. I get it. I get
Oh
it.
my god.
Halloween costume.
Fuck,
This
whoa.
witty costume
Amazon
combines a
Prime.
superhero and a subscription
I
service.
get it.
That seems to me, if you're going through that much effort, would you
Optimus
not?
Prime and Amazon Prime
not
were
paint
to
it a
unite
little
in
bit?
real life, they'd be unstoppable.
Nah, because I think the
Amazon
beauty
Prime.
of
It's
that
got
one.
bait out. It's
I think-
Amazon, isn't it? I thought it's
Yeah, I
alright.
think the beauty of that one is the fact that it is just an Amazon box. Yeah.
I know
that's
that's a
sick.
pain in the ass to
delivering
cut out as
packages
well.
and destroying foes. But don't worry, it's all for the greater good of humankind.
Oh, it's instead of Optimus Prime,
Remember
it's
that
Amazon
woman who
Prime.
famously ruined a fresco of our Lord and
Wow,
Savior?
jeez.
It looked very demonic, so someone had the great idea
What?
of turning it into a costume. The caption says nobody recognized it, but one thing's for sure, they now won't forget
It's
it.
quite grim.
Unless you had a seriously
yeah.
deprived childhood, you'll remember the two crooks from Home Alone, Harry and Marv, and how 8-year-old Kevin McAllister duped them. Taking some inspiration, these wet bandits
not
look
bad.
like
Yeah, that's
they're
kinda
ready for the
cool.
ultimate
Would you
candy
be
heist.
honest? If you saw
What is
those
it
two
about
at a party,
snakes that
would
frighten
you straight away
someone?
go Home Alone?
Yes, because
Yeah, because the
the
oven
face.
thing, and yeah, the iron thing on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slithery movements, scaly skin, and darting eyes. Whatever it is, this girl captured it
My
brilliantly
God.
Christ,
with
that's
a full
sick.
body
That-
coiled
that's
snake.
nice.
But you have to spend the whole
I
night
wasn't
sat
afraid of
down.
snakes until now.
I don't think so. I think it's
You
like.
don't-
Jaws are
I
super
think it wraps
creepy.
around.
I think we've all felt their lifeless eyes following us across a room once or twice. Although this doll costume isn't the scariest
cool.
on the block, the
That is cool.
detailed wood grain
That's
paint
cool.
on
I
the
like that.
front
Yeah.
is
I like that.
unbelievable.
I like that.
I
I
like
thought
how
that
cool
underwhelmed,
achieved
but
this
hey.
look. If the world ever becomes overrun by apes, you can expect to see more scenes like that. I just hope he didn't go bananas after
I love the
being
ones where it
stuck
looks like
in
there's like
that
two
cage all
people
day.
in one. Like it looks like
Wanna
it's someone
scare
else.
the
as well.
daylights out of your friends this Halloween? Do what this guy did and dress
Oh.
up in an elaborate Demogorgon costume,
Why?
complete with
That's
face
quite
opening
sick.
technology.
How do you
the only
see?
trouble is finding out how he's made this demon of the underworld so lifelike.
That's
almost
sick.
Really
too
good.
That is
lifelike.
sick.
Coming up with a group costume.
You won't enjoy your night though.
Near impossible. This family took it back to the basics with an illuminated version
That's
of
shit.
classic stick
Yeah,
figures.
not gonna
I'd
lie.
say all that soldering work to produce these adorable
Halloween,
get-ups
bro.
certainly paid
Go away.
off. Check out this
Oh!
bone-chilling animated
No,
costume.
no.
That poor
Bonkers.
child didn't stand a chance against the rats.
That's not a costume, though, is it?
Animatronic.
That's something-
This
that's
has
something
me
you put
looking at
outside the
pumpkin
house, isn't it?
patches in a whole new
What?
way. Remember that quirky cartoon cast from Nickelodeon's hit series Doug? This group costume is
That's
fairly
cool.
easy to pull off.
I like
I
it.
wouldn't
Lively
recognise it
with
though.
the look,
I won't lie.
making it a total
Yeah,
showstopper.
yeah,
someone
There are
showed
plenty
me.
of good shows from
And
the
the
90s.
characters
characters around
But
the main
banjo
guy,
playing
if
bull
they go
from
off on their
Bluffington
own,
holds
they're
a
not getting
special place
recognised.
in all of our hearts.
True.
This girl decided to go all out with a King Kong themed
That's
costume.
pretty cool as well.
Finished
Yeah,
with a
that's
giant
sick.
You have to
gorilla.
stand near a door though the whole
Stand
time.
near a door all the
Successfully
time, yeah.
created an illusion of being carried away by the monstrous
Just
climate.
stand by.
Sharon, why didn't
Genuinely
you come out of the bedroom?
spectacular. Seeing this brings
Costume.
back all the feels for Anne and Kong. Why couldn't everyone just let them be? We've seen loads of Edward Scissorhands
Jeez.
costumes in Halloween's past, but not many that come fully equipped with a live topiary bush. This person not only
What?
flawlessly executes
That just
strategies
seems
on the
long
floor,
to
but
talk
also
about
takes
with.
time to construct a topiary.
Wait, no, is
using
it not another
24
person?
Artificial boxwood hedge mat panels, loads of chicken
Is it?
wire, and about
Yeah.
3,000 zip ties.
That's
Now,
actually
some
'Cause it's got
hardcore
feet.
dedication to recreating the Tim Burton masterpiece if I've ever seen it.
That's so long to
Zoinks.
stay in.
Jeepers. The gang's all here.
Yeah,
Fred,
I
Velma,
rate that.
Daphne,
Solid.
Shaggy,
I'd recognise
and of
that one
course,
as a family one.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
This family aced everything from the attire to becoming fully immersed in their
Scooby-Doo.
characters. No ghost stands a
Raggy.
chance against this family of 5. Who doesn't have fond childhood
That'd be a
memories
sick
of
one to
these
do.
tiny green army
Yeah.
men? Or maybe it's the not-so-fond memories of stepping on them that stands out. Either way, these plastic
do it well.
soldiers are easily recognizable and wrapped in
Oh.
nostalgia. Whether you go solo or
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
this
That's
costume
sick.
brings out the kid in all of us. And hey,
I like
you might
it.
even run into a fellow army man like the 2 guys in the 3rd photo, making for one epic standoff. Regular old pumpkins aren't very scary. Actually, quite the opposite. But a rotten jack-o'-lantern that looks positively
shit.
sinful,
is-
well, that blends
really
the festive
shit.
nature of autumn
just
with
a
the
helmet.
horrifying nature
I went
of
Tesco, there's a
Halloween.
put on his
Just
head.
perfect.
In it.
Wait, was
You
that-
got a
Check
helmet
out this
on, bro.
intricately
Oh, nice.
handmade mask, appropriately
that.
named Rotten
a little
Reggie,
bit better.
and see what I
Oh,
mean.
it's a mask.
Skeletons make timelessly spooky costumes, but what brings this costume to the
Oh,
moon?
poor animal, bro.
I wonder how
Yeah,
they
what's
got
going
this
on,
big boy to sit still so long. Perhaps it was a juicy bone.
Imagine
You
seeing
can
that at
dress
night.
up as a
Shit yourself.
samurai or as a
juicy
stormtrooper,
bone.
but this person took it a step further by blending them to become a samurai stormtrooper.
I don't know about
This
that
is
one.
one hybrid.
No,
I
I
wouldn't
rate
mess
that.
with.
I wouldn't know.
It's a bit
what
scary
it is.
itself.
Time choosing between Halloween and
bit too much
Christmas.
fusion for
Well,
me.
this guy found the perfect way to merge the two with this scary take on classic German
See,
folklore.
as much as I
This
love
costume
this,
reminds
right?
us why it's important.
And
to
if
have
you were
a
a
nice
part,
list
if I'm at a
this
party with
holiday
that,
season.
sick.
This kid's Halloween
But
costume.
they're not having a fun time.
No.
No,
It's
no,
long,
no.
bro. They're just waiting.
Lads,
to
lads,
He's
lads.
like got really itchy face all day trying to drink
know-
and it like is fucked.
Do you know? We should wear the fucking old things they made us wear in KSI's little fucking show thing. We should just rock up in that. That was terrifying enough.
That was
That was
terrifying.
outrageous.
Burn
Yeah,
my whole
Bog, you
face
got
off
out
again.
one
Yeah,
there.
great.
Bog, you got out one there. That was mental.
Oh, no,
This
I'm
costume reminds
pissed I
us
was
why
busy
it's
that day.
important to be on the
Oh,
nice
yeah?
list this holiday season. This kid's
That's
Halloween
cool,
costume
but,
is
like,
so
how do you
long,
move,
it's
like-
right. He
you
killed
live
it
in the
with
shed,
He's stuck in a
a
box all day.
that appears to have already pulverized his legs. I'm just wondering how he plans on trick-or-treating in that thing. If you've got a peanut allergy, look away now.
Stress-
This girl
Oh,
went
okay.
above and beyond with an innocently
like that.
hilarious take on Mr. Peanut. The details completely.
It's scary as fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to triple take at this costume to understand what was going on. This guy takes the typical zombie get-up to another
Oh.
realm with a dismembered arm
What?
that seems to have a
Yeah,
life of
that's
its
cool.
own. Try this yourself, and with some good acting and prop placement, you'll have people
hold the arm
struggling
all
to
night.
figure out how this is done.
No.
That's quite good.
We all love a good
Wait,
play
no,
on
wait,
words,
wait,
and
wait.
this girl
No,
hit the
no, you're not.
nail
think
no,
you can
he's
leave
not
it
holding
around.
That is his hand.
That's
though.
his hand.
There's his hand.
Yeah, that's his hand.
His hand.
Like,
So that
that's
glove
his
is
hand.
nothing in
so
that
he's got a
glove.
glove. He's got a
Yeah.
glove carrying a thing and his arm is attached to
Ah, okay, got you. That makes more. Yeah.
That's
okay.
really sick.
Try this yourself, and with some good acting and prop placement, you'll have people struggling
That's
to figure
it.
out how this is
Yeah,
done.
fair dues.
We all love a good play on words, and this girl hit the nail on the head with her Ghost Malone costume.
Right.
Besides a fake beard, a golden grill, and a
I
white
can't
button
back it.
down,
It's kind
all
of an
this
easy
outfit
one.
matches
It's
the
been done
abundance
a
of
lot.
face and
Malone.
neck tattoos. Let's all hope the ghost of Post Malone can still hold a beat. Otherwise, this might get really spooky.
I'd love to
Maybe
get
it's the
posted
black
in
and
Sidemen
white
video one
photos
day,
of
you
the
know.
grim facial expressions.
sick.
but
Posted.
Halloween seemed exceptionally horrifying back in the day. Take these two people and their horses dressed as skeletons in the 1920s, for example.
That'd be
These
amazing.
old school
This shit
costumes,
terrifying.
though simple
There's
in
English
nature,
here, fellas,
could
with his
seriously
missus.
give you a bump in the night.
Wait.
Don't worry,
Oh, that's
this
sick.
isn't what it looks
Have you just... You haven't just called her a horse?
No, she
I
likes
said
horses.
no, because we.
Okay,
both
okay,
could
okay.
Ride a
I was
horse.
just checking. I was just checking.
Lads,
There was a
stop
picture
trying
of
to
a
throw me
guy
under
on
the bus
a
here.
horse, and you went,
No, there was
There's gonna
two.
be
There was two.
Bazinga in it.
No, there's two. Look, there's two people.
that's a child.
Don't worry,
Nah,
this
look at
is
this
what it looks like. Believe it or not,
That's
this
cool.
girl's seemingly
Her neck's
separated
cut off,
head
mate.
is still attached to the
very
rest
makeup,
of her
innit?
body.
It's makeup.
All it took was a little
That's
bit
mad.
of paint to create this graphic.
But
do you have to
you
constantly-
have a zip on your face.
Do you have to
This
constantly lift your
adorable
chin up?
crimson cloaked treater may have gotten lost on her way to her grandmother's house. Or perhaps she's too
I
busy
feel so
filling
sorry
her
for the
baskets
dog.
with sweets.
Yeah, these
Well,
poor
the
animals get
Red
roped into
Riding
these
Hood
things.
Costume spectacular is
Even
the
looks sad.
cooperation from her canine counterpart. I mean, if you have a pet that you love, why not dress them up for Halloween?
Because the pet don't love
It's
it.
time for this kid to
What?
see the galaxy as her favorite
That's
U.S.
sick.
fur ball. He even came equipped with his usual
That's my favorite
arsenal
one
of
so
weapons.
far.
Yeah.
I love
Sure,
that.
I
no
love-
matter what candy
I love that
fiasco
one.
he finds
That one's
himself in,
sick.
he's ready to handle it all. Besides
Isn't that
being
come for your door,
amazingly
trick-or-treating?
creative, this duo depicting Peter Pan and his shadow is just downright adorable. The imagination behind this costume leads me to believe they're more likely headed for the mystical island of Neverland than to collect candy.
feel
Now,
my
if only
lazy
they
eye
had a
fucking
big dog
sticking
dressed as
in one
Nana
place.
with them, I'd be seriously impressed. I'm honestly at a loss.
That's
for
fucking
this
terrifying. My God.
ominously apocalyptic appearance is enough to make anyone's hair stand on end. I wouldn't want
Imagine
to see
seeing
those
that
two
just like walking
towards
down the
me
street
on
when you go
Halloween,
trick-or-treating.
or any other night for that matter.
Yeah, no, thank you.
According to this weatherman, the forecast for Halloween
That's
is
sick.
spooky with a chance of candy. Just imagine seeing this skeleton
That's good.
delivering
Yeah,
your
that's
local
jokes.
weather report. I can't tell whether to laugh or
Head's a
be
little bit
scared
offset,
by
man.
his clever use of the green screen. The cutoff mask this guy made
Oh,
is truly what
yeah.
nightmares are made of. He even took the time to
I
show
like
the lurks
that.
under the skin on his own face.
I like that.
Chilling.
That's good.
Okay, so this is something you never want to see in real life. Imagine you're boarding a plane only to be introduced by a pilot who's lost his vision. I think I'd rather just drive. But thanks anyways. This pilot either has a great sense of humor or he merely enjoys scaring people senseless. Star Wars fans will love this incredible
Right,
use of a pregnant
that's
belly
cool.
to mimic the
I
Death
rate
Star.
using the pregnancy
It's hard to say
as
who's
a
winning
Halloween
this
thing.
galactic
You only have a
battle.
couple
I mean,
chances.
you can
There's
still
one
go
thing
to
we
the
know for
social,
sure.
don't you? Like, you have
That's
a bit
no
of fun.
moon. Who could forget the infamous nude photos
fuck
of
me, I
Kim
know that.
Kardashian that broke the internet? This guy
Oh, what a guy.
only level by recreating the magazine.
Oh my god.
For us, he chose to wear clothes for this one. Remember the 90s movie Mars Attacks
Attack.
featuring aliens plotting to take over Earth? If not, this costume should jog your memory. One dedicated fan reminds us of
thought it
how
was
those
sick.
things
Fake.
rise
I
and
think that's
explode
edited,
flames
bro.
that
It's gotta
rock
be
the
right.
big
As soon as you
screen
see
with
his ear,
impressive
it's not
costume.
not as good.
This creepy mask
Yeah.
and weathered blonde wig
That's sick.
capture the Immortan Joe look to
That's
a
bang
T.
on, to be fair.
It's essential to have an impressively frightening look if you want to rule the
that is
wasteland
it.
and become the tyrant you always imagined. I'm just saying that I wouldn't want to disobey this guy in a post-apocalyptic world, or any world for that matter.
I think we have to go
Jeez.
favorite. I think. Well, I mean, you guys said it as well.
It's
but-
the raccoon. It's the raccoon. Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the best by a mile.
That is
Look at
sick.
that.
look at that.
bro.
Sick,
I-
that is sick.
it doesn't
That
even-
is-
It looks like someone from a movie. It looks.
Wait,
like
go back a little
completely-
bit. Go back a little bit.
Bro,
That's
Guardians.
class.
From
That's
Guardians.
elite.
That is very, very sick.
Yeah, forgot. Yeah, that's sick.
Well done, child. You win. You win Halloween.
Well, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you dressed as for this Halloween or going to. Peace.
Going to, surely.
Thank you.